Hello, everybody out there. How is it going? Welcome to Flawless Rage 2, and welcome to the first stream of the week, your Sunday stream, House Flipper 2. So, tonight, we're going to be going back to Bush Barn, and we're going to be continuing on with that, hopefully getting it finished. There's not a lot left to do. So, without any further ado, we're going to load her up and get there and get things done. So yes, let's do this thing. I hope everybody's had a fantastic weekend. Monday again tomorrow. Another day, another week of bullshit, but there we go. So here we have our entrance. We've done the decking on the front here. Just a little bit's been done since I've been off stream. Nothing drastic. All we have to do tonight, as you see the back's done. Let's just review what we've done here. We've got a cooking area over here for outside cooking, so you've got a barbecue and a pizza oven. Over here we got a campfire with some chairs, so you can sit around, have a few beers, toast some s'mores and all that. Over here we've got our like guest house, cream pie cottage, where you can go in and everything's all done over here, but things need to be taken care of, and I left a tin of paint out. We need to be taken care of upstairs tonight. So if we venture up here, this is what we got. There's nothing up here. Everything needs to be done. So it won't take us too long, I don't think. So let's close this door. Lighting is first, I think, so we can see what we've got to deal with here. So I'm just going to put up a couple lights, nothing too drastic. Maybe put one on that beam, actually. Let's put one there. That might even do the job, to be fair. You can mount them to the wall like that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wire this, so at least we've got something. There we go. Okay, so there you go. That's actually not too bad, in all honesty, for an upstairs light. So this is going to be a tiny bathroom area, which, as you can see, needs a little bit of brickwork done to it. So we'll try and take care of that straight away. And above it. Some of this might stick out of the roof, but it shouldn't be too noticeable. So we'll try and get this all bricked up here. Right, a little bit more needs to be done. But yes, I am hoping to get this thing finished tonight so we can move on to something else. I already said what I'm going to do next, and I'm already questioning my decisions. So we shall see how it goes. It all depends, really, doesn't it? Let's see if we can go that all the way on that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so that wall is pretty much all bricked up. There's a little gap there, but it doesn't go through, so you're okay. Right, in that case, let's get this landing area done first. Or should we do the bathroom first? Let's do the bathroom first. It ain't going to take but 5 minutes to do, is it? No. If I shut... Fuck me. If I shut this door... That's all been done out here. And if I change that... That's going to need to be redone. Okay, so we'll grab some blue. And we'll sit that there. And if we go in here... We can now take this window out completely. No, we want to get rid of it. And rebuild. Because this is a bathroom, so we do want it to look its best. There we go. Let's get a window in there. You're going to have a bathroom window. Just a little something in there like that will do nicely. Okay. So we need to figure out lighting in here. I don't know if any lights are going to go on that ceiling, to be honest with you. It might have to be wall-mounted lights in here. But we are going to try and do our very best. Okay. So, let's put the flooring down first. I'm just sitting here trying to mull over how in the actual hell we're going to do this, but I'm sure we'll figure it out one way or another. Right, let's get a floor down. Right, floor's done. That quick. Right. We're going to stay in tiles, and we're going to go with this one for the wall. Now, that part I can't do because it's awkward as all hell. So what we are going to do is just do the actual brickwork of it. And I know there's a tiny little gap there, but there's not much really we can do about that. Unless we knock down the entire section of the wall, and I don't want to be doing that tonight. Okay, so let's get this done here. And do that. And then we'll... Okay, lovely. Lovely. Okay, that's starting to look really nice, actually. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Now, in here, we need to try and fit a couple of things. First of all, I'll put the bathroom stuff in first, and then I'll figure out where the lights are going to go. So, I do want to put a shower in here as close to the wall as I can. So that's about where the shower can go, so we'll do that. Okay. Next to it, we'll put our sink unit there. And just across the way, or should we do it over here? We'll get a toilet area going. Let's put a different toilet in. Why not? There you go. Now you've got... Whoa, fucking controller. Now you've got everything. Now we can actually work on lighting. And I think it's going, in this room particularly, it's going to have to be wall lighting. So I'm going to go with some nice ones. We're going to put these ones up. And we'll put plenty of them up as well. Make sure it's nice and bright and all that good shit. I'll put one there. I'll pop one down there. Now, can I just turn them on? I can. Okay. That makes life a little bit easier. Okay, so we've actually got a nicely lit bathroom there. Now all we need is to put some fucking a blind up in here, and then we're good to go pretty much. We're just going to get one and just do it as standard white. At least you'll know us there. And in the chat, my brother's here as well. Hello, brother. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Welcome, welcome. Fantastic to see you. Okay, so now on the outside here, we can just patch up where the old window was, and we're good to go there. And while we're out here, we'll do the decking. How was your weekend, says Boston. It wasn't too bad, actually. It's quite good. It was actually all right. It's nothing to complain about for once. Although we may or may not have a talking point tonight. And in the chat, Pam's here as well. Hello, Pam. Welcome to the stream. Awesome to see you. Thanks for coming in. Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. So, yeah, not too bad a weekend. So, we do have a couple of talking points tonight. We can always talk about that Pontiac Trans Am. I know. I was like, what the fuck? I literally went down to Aldi to do some shopping, come out, and I thought, oh, what way should I go? I thought, well, if I go the main roadway, then people on a Sunday in Dis just get in your fucking way. So I thought, right, fuck this. I'm going to go through the town, go through the top of town. And sure enough, I stumbled upon that all them cars and bikes, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? I know they hold that every year, but I didn't know when it was. And what I showed on the video is a small section. After I finished the video and walked up, I came across a Chevy Bel Air, a 57 Chevy Bel Air. I carried on going uptown, and they had all of like the old metal like oil signs and stuff like that were mounted onto a wall. They had all like these old metal signs advertising like spark plugs and like oil and stuff like that. Plus, they had some old vintage petrol pumps with the fucking what was it? The glass thing they used to have on top where the light go in. Yeah, they had some of them as well. So that was they didn't even scratch the surface. And I just remember standing there looking at these things when I got to the very top of town, seeing all this history, all these vintage cars, and thinking, now we have to, that we've gone from that to electric cars, which, you know, times have to move on, but they're classics. Classics don't fucking die unless you're a vegan fucking hippie fucking, you know, do-gooder fucking, what do you call it? You know, it's just sad, you know, to see sort of like that history going. And you know, going to like fucking battery cars now, you think, where the fuck did it all go wrong? Them cars are absolutely fucking beautiful. I could have stood and looked at them for fucking hours. I really could have. But I had to be getting home because my kids were getting hungry. So, so I couldn't stay too long. But yeah, as soon as I saw that, out came the phone, and here we go, we're recording. I thought it had to be done, really. And I'm glad I did, and I'm glad that you guys liked it. It's something different for sure. So yeah, not too bad. So apart from that and everything, you know, that's okay. It's all good. So we do have a couple of talking points tonight that I've been thinking about for quite some time. And the first one is judgment. So let's go for a situation. You go to a doctor's surgery or something like that, and they look at you, and, you know, you could be really ill or mental health issues and stuff like that. And they look at you, and you always got that suspicion in your head. What are they thinking? Are they thinking I'm a complete fucking fruitcake, or, you know, anything like that? What's going on? Are they sitting there silently judging me in their head, even though they don't live my life and don't know me? And the reason I bring up this topic is because I've had that the past week. Not necessarily by a doctor, but it's sort of like, you know, people take one look at you, and if you can walk and talk and you know, you can smile, then, you know, people think, oh, they're okay. There's nothing wrong with them. They don't need this and they don't need that. They're absolutely fine. when it couldn't be further from the truth. You know, now I've spoken many a time on the channel about my mental health and how I deal with it and everything, and sort of like, just because I can do a few things, there's some things I can't do. Mental health wise, there's some things I cannot do. If I feel like somewhere has got a certain vibe to it or feels different, then I tend to avoid it. I don't necessarily like change. And I mean, right, tomorrow I've got someone coming round. No one's come to do a job on the house or anything. It's a guy who buys records, and I've actually started to run out of space. So I've been through, and I'm actually hopefully going to be getting rid of a few tomorrow. And I was sort of like, I'm thinking, the old thoughts are coming into my head. Is he going to give me an honest price? Is he going to try and rip me off? Now, I of course know that this guy who I sell these records to has got to sell them on himself and make a profit. I understand that, and I don't mind that one bit. But you've got to think, well, how much is he going to offer me for them? And I've been through my entire record collection today. And even some I had in the cupboard that were put away. And, I'm thinking, well, let's just hope I get a good price for them. Because at the moment, I actually need the fucking finances. Things have taken a bit of a turn and got it pretty tight. And I basically need the cash right now. And it's like, I don't know, it's just one thing after a fucking another. But I have dealt with this guy before, and he has been fair to me, so that's okay. Plus, he buys in guitars, and I've got 2 guitars sitting here, so I'm going to leave one of them sitting out near the guitars when he comes around tomorrow morning, and he might say, oh, that's a nice guitar. And, I've got ways and means to do things, You do what you can in life, but yeah, people judging you. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a medical professional like a doctor or something. It can be anybody, someone who you meet in the street could look at you and think, well, nothing wrong with you. I just don't like judgment, There's only one person really who can judge you, and that's the man upstairs, So, yeah, that has been on my mind for a little bit. Sort of like people who get judged and shit, and I don't like it, I mean, fuck me, there's many things in this life I don't like. You hear me moan about most of them on here. From fucking, battery cars to fucking Venus flytraps. All that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff. That time of year is fast approaching. What's it going to be this year? Woohoo! We'll find out. But yeah, not a very, it's just something that I thought about talking about. So yeah, that's basically it. Have you ever been judged in your life? And if so, how were you judged? What happened to you? Only if you're comfortable saying. I don't want anyone out of the comfort zone. So yeah, there is that. But we will move on from that and talk about cars, seeing as Boston wants to talk about the Trans Am. So yeah, cars. You see how far they've come along. We have spoken about cars before, but you see sort of like I want to say evolution of them, but it's not an evolution, is it? I mean, the thought of somebody, right, I was born in the 80s, right, the early 80s. I grew up through the 90s, right, and stuff like that. And I've always been out there doing cars. I've always been out there with my dad fixing them, you know, doing stuff up on them and stuff like that. If there was ever anything to be done to the car, it was me and my dad out there, always. And, you know, you get this thing where you look at sort of like how things have come along and how people think they're fucking saving the world by buying something with a fucking battery in it. And that couldn't be further from the fucking truth. Now, when I went to see my mum last weekend, we had to get taxis where she lives, in the place where she lives, and I was taken to hers in a fucking Prius, which I wasn't very happy about. Even though it's a hybrid and it's got an engine, the engine's only there to charge the battery. And and also we were in another battery car on the way back. So next time we go up there, I'm going to look for a firm that actually uses fucking raw fuel. Fuck the protesters. And, you know, like I said, you see those cars on there today, and you just think they're everything there, the history and stuff. I mean, even that Trans Am, you know, what is under that fucking bonnet is something fucking special. A thing of beauty, you know. I mean, come on, that's a fucking muscle car. And if anybody knows anything about me, they know I love my American muscle, especially sort of like the GTOs, and my favorite of all time, which is the 69 Charger RT with the 440 Magnum engine. You know, that is me. I love that sort of thing. I always have. I've always been into that kind of thing. And then you see somebody come along, right? Now tell me what's better, right? Let's just do it right. Tell me what's better. Is it better to sit there and have a car go past you that's like, you know, like a boom, boom, you know, really throaty, beefy, fucking amazing sound engine? Or do you want something going past you going like a fucking spaceship, you know? And, you know, I don't see how these people who have electric cars, I personally can't see how they're economically viable. Because if you think about it, right, they're not. The production alone of them cars, you could run a petrol car on for a year or more. It's absolute lunacy. And I know I sound like Jeremy Clarkson now, but, you know, he is. Pam says great sound effects. Thank you, Pam. I do try. I'm going for a class in improv. You know, but it's the truth. You know, you think about all of the how engines and how cars used to be made. They used to be put together by fucking hand. I mean, it even gets on my tits when I watch a car show. Even sort of like when I watch, I love watching Tasty Classics on a Friday. I think Ben does a bang-up job every week, and he spends an absolute fucking ton on, you know, these cars and stuff, and doing stuff. But Bossa said, when you make the sound effect of a petrol car, you sounded damn close to a Nissan GTR. Well, there you go. Just call me Skyline. You know, it's like, but, you know, it's the truth. I mean, fucking hell. We've had some, I'll be honest with you, my dad's bought some questionable shit over the years. But it's just so much fucking fun to work on, to be around, to get into, you know. I mean, it's a dying art form, looking after cars and engines and stuff. It is 100% a dying art form. Pam says I need to go back to school. Why do you need to go back to school, Pam? I'm sure you're fine. School sucks. If you don't believe me, ask my son. He'll tell you. Um, you know, but if you just think about how things were, how things are. So, like I said, I was born in the 80s and grew up in the 80s, 90s spelling. Nah, yeah, fine, Pam. You're all right. It's all good. You will see how I spell things sometimes. Absolutely fucking atrocious. So please, that's the last of your worries. And I remember sort of like, now imagine this. What sounds better? Right, I just got to go and put some petrol, or just for Boston, I've got to go and put some gas in the car. You know, I'll be back in a minute and then we'll go out. Or sort of like, you know, yeah, I'll just check the amount of petrol I've got, or diesel, and then we'll hit the road. Now, rewind or fast forward to 2024. Oh, hang on a minute, I've got to charge my car. If you'd have said to somebody in the fucking 80s, or even the 70s, 60s, whatever, that, you know, one day they will be making cars that you have to fucking plug in and charge, they would have looked at you like you were a fucking lunatic. Boston says, yeah, which takes 3 friggin' hours. Yeah, exactly. And there is also the pricing point, isn't there? Now, there is the financial side to it. So imagine this, right? We all know gas and electricity prices have gone up, you know, through cost of living and stuff like that. We all know the whole world has been suffering from that shit, right? But imagine this. How much is an electric car eating up on your pay-as-you-go meter, if you pay for electric like that, or if on your actual electricity bill? How much is an electric car eating up? And remember, you have to obviously run that car, so you've got to plug it in time after time after time. Whereas you could pull into a petrol station with, like, you know, half a tank of petrol. And even though petrol prices have gone up a hell of a lot, then, you know, if you think about it, you could put 20 quid in that tank, and depending how many litres you get for the money, that could go up to 3/4 of a tank, or just over that. Near enough a full tank of petrol for 20 quid. How much electricity is it costing to charge an electric car? Pam says £200 for gas and electric together. Yeah, things are quite expensive. I mean, you know, that's something to sit and think about. You know, all these fucking eco-warrior twats out there are sort of like, oh yeah, well, you know, I bought an electric car because I want to do my bit for the environment. And I want to be able to, you know, I want to make a more safer world for the children. Fuck off. You want to look like a smug, posh bastard and be sort of like jetting around. So like, yeah, look at me. I've got the new Tesla. I need to get home before it explodes. You know. Fuck off. Take that electric fucking car charger, shine it up real nice, turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up your ass. Thank you, Dwayne Johnson. You know, it's the truth, though. That is honestly the God's honest truth of how I see these people who buy, like, these electric cars. And I don't necessarily, I mean, okay, yeah, fuck it, I'll be truthful. I hate the technology. I think it sucks. I really do. There's nothing wrong with running a petrol car. They've been doing it for years, and you got the eco-warriors. Well, sort of like, well, the polar ice caps are melting, and we've got to save everybody and try and you know, all the everything, fucking, you know, try and make the world better and stuff, and you know, and everything like that, and then sort of like, you know, have these fucking eco warriors realised that if it wasn't for, and I do believe, I mean, I know that there's global warming. I understand that, and I know that all of this stuff is actually happening. But I can't exactly say why anything, because YouTube doesn't like you to have an opinion, as we know when the fuckers banned me for a week. But I do believe sort of like that this is happening. I do believe that sort of like, you know, things like that are happening and going on. But let's say not to the extent that I believe people are saying. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's going on to the extent that people are saying. I think that's overblown media hype, trying to make people feel bad and sort of like, oh no, well, you know, I must buy an electric car for me and my family to go about. Number one, I'll get to look like a smug cunt, and number two, I'll be saving the world, you know. No, you won't. It's bullshit. Fuck you. You're not saving no one. If you want to save anything, save your fucking self, for fuck's sake. It's ridiculous. It's stupid, and I have to call it out on its bullshit, and I have to call it out for what it is. You know, I really, really do. And that's just about, but a lot of people say, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm not, trust me. If you think I'm wrong, that's fair enough. Right? If you think I'm wrong, then that's all good. Think I'm wrong, fine, whatever. But they are not making a difference. And also, think of it this way as well. Repairs on anything. So say like, what should we go for? Let's say like a starter motor, right? A starter motor on a normal car. For a new one, you're looking at about 60 to 80 quid, and that'll sit inside that engine and do its job for years. And, you know, it'll last you such a long fucking time, that starter motor will. Battery cars, I think them batteries cost about 14 to 15, something like that, £15,000, don't they? To replace. That's fucking lunacy. Why are you going to pay £15,000 for a battery? Why can't you get a regular fucking, make it run on sort of like, I mean, that's got, obviously it's got a power shit. It's got power axles and wheels and fucking. There's still a gearbox in there, believe it or not. Even though it's made from hopes and dreams and toffee, but you know, it's still a gearbox in there. But it just amazes me. You know how people think they're saving the world when they're not doing fucking shit. Well. Boston says, regular petrol car, I can smash into a tree and insurance will cover it. A battery car, I just bump into a fat chick and the insurance will total it. Yeah, they're made cheap. They're made cheap and so, I mean, look at Teslas, for instance. Look at the problems they've had. Exploding, number one. And every fucking car ad now, the new hybrid or the new... the new all electric, and I'm thinking the new piece of shit on the road that nobody's going to be able to hear and a child's going to get ran over for because the driver's not paying attention and also the kid can't hear the fucking car coming. There you go. Pam did say, oh, changing the subject, I just sold my last office building which I made bigger, and yes, you do get less cash. Right, okay. Thank you for that, Pam. There we go. So, it is what it is. And, I mean, even sort of like when it comes to normal cars, people have got thick over the years. With any car, no matter what's wrong with it, you're going to have You know, there never used to be all this diagnostic bollocks, right? Where sort of like, oh, it won't start. Let me plug something into it and let it tell me what's wrong with it. Whatever happened to fucking actually listening and fault finding and figuring shit out for yourself? The car won't start. Oh, okay. Does it? How good is the battery? Does it have spark? Is there fuel getting through? Is it, you know, something wrong with one of the fuel bars if it's fuel injected? Is it the fuel pump? Is it the carburetor? All these things you check, you fault find. Not sort of like, I'm going to plug my thing into this car and it's going to tell me what's wrong with it. Really? You know, and then sort of like you got to pay an over-exorbitant amount of fucking money to have something replaced which could be fixed, you know, for cheap and last as well. Craziness. Absolute fucking craziness. Pam says the barn is my office now. Too, I will show you when done. Ooh, can't wait. Looking good, but this barn I'm going to call done as well. So that's my rants for the night. That's my talking subjects for the night. Let's get rid of this and get into something else. So yes, we bought this, and well, there you go. It was a ran down old barn, but we turned it into a home. We called it a Bush Barn because of my mind. As we walk in, we have the classic pussy paper on the wall. You've got to have your pussy. Pussy paper on the wall. Go into the living room area. We've got some nice artwork up inside here. We got a console. We got a TV. We got a window with a blind down so no nosy bastard can see in. Looking very, very swish and sophisticated. Going around here, we do have a downstairs luxurious bathroom with hot tub, sink, bath, shower and toilet. And we also then can venture upstairs. What we've just done, you saw what we did up here. A smaller, more, you know, normal bathroom. One bedroom there. We've got balconies. We've got every fucking thing. We've coloured it blue because, you know, blue is king of colours. And if we go out here to the front, that's where you see Bush Barn, the sign and everything. Going out to the back, we have another deck which is fully lit. As we follow the path down, we come to your guest house that says it is called Cream Pie Cottage for all of those lovers of cream out there. Ladies, you know who you are. As you walk in, you walk straight into a kitchen area, all completely kitted out. Pam says, brilliant job. Thank you so much, Pam. I really appreciate that. Thank you. You've got some awesome storage there. Cooker, sink, washer, dryer, refrigerator. Could you want more? Yes, you could. And you get more as well when you walk into the living room area. And you've got some nice artwork on the walls, a nice Blink poster there. Boston, this is for you. And me. There we go. Boss says, yeah, great work, brother. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Nice living room area there in Cream Pie Cottage. And as you go through here, it's only sort of like a guest sort of house. You go in here, you got your bedroom, basic, but it's a place to crash. And it also comes with complete with its own fully operational, luxurious ensuite bathroom as well. So, without any further ado, oh yeah, and there's more pussy in the bedroom. Well, that's where there's supposed to be pussy, but you know. So as we walk out and go to the front of the house and sell this shit on the way because I forgot to delete it earlier. Oops. There we go. Oh yeah, also don't forget the other shit I put here as well. The cooking area with the pizza oven and the barbecue, and also the campfire so you can sit around, get pissed and then confess that you've cheated on your wife when she's sitting right in front of you because you've had one too many fucking brewskis. Right, okay. So here we go. Either the bedroom or the back seat of a Chevy. Now we're talking. Okay, so here we go. We are going to sell this place. And we're going to do it on the count of three. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have made a nice little profit there. Okay, so who's the better one? He's 85, he's 81. It looks like we've had this guy before. It looks like our friend Lewis or Louis Williams will be getting it. 585,900. So, yeah, we've got a nice little profit there, so we're going to sell that. Pam says, wow, cool. Thank you, Pam. Sell that. Lewis, whatever your name is, it's all yours, my friend. Let's check out the pictures of the before and after. There it was. There it is. Crazy to think you can turn somewhere into that. And that is the original staircase as well. I just tarred it up. There's your upstairs. And now that part of it is a bathroom. Look, crazy. Bricks did show out a little bit, but who gives a fuck? We still got a good profit. They're features. They're house features. There you go. We made some pretty good fucking money on that one. So we've actually gone over the 7 mil mark as well now. So I think we should buy another house, don't you, and see what we can get. Now I did say that I was going to give the hostel a go again. Oh God, do I really want to go through this again? I mean, oh Christ, look at it. Well, I don't know now. I mean, look at it. It's just one big fucking roof. It looks like a fucking section of a Toblerone, you know. And it gets narrower and narrower. I really don't know if I want to do that one, if I'm honest with you. I think something different. I'm thinking, let's do something different. But what? Because we've done everything. Pam says, from now on, my offers will change each house I buy. It's not a bad idea, Pam. That sounds pretty good, actually. Lavender House, Blue Bungalow, more than a trailer. We've done these all recently. Timber House, we recently did that. Verdant Nook. I should take on one of these. But I'm going to the Great Charity Mansion. What the fuck can I do with that, though? There's pretty much nothing to do inside. It's all... Oh... Right. Oh, God. Okay, fuck it. Let's do it. Hostel it is. Let's just do it. I've got to keep my word, right? So let's do it. I'm not saying this place is going to stay like this. It might turn from... We'll gut it first, and then that might turn from being a Toblerone into a big square box. Because that's what I'm thinking right now. First, let's clear out some of this shit outside. Right, get rid of Dwayne here. That one is awkward, yeah. But I might be turning it into something a little bit different, Pam. So we shall see. We've got another 2 nights of House Flipper after tonight. So I'm sure, and also I have gone back to doing off-stream work as well. So we'll just see what I can come up with. I mean, if you call this a deck, that is fucking ridiculous. That is shockingly shit, that is for a deck. So we'll be getting rid of that. Get rid of some of this crap here. Because I think we need to do something with this place drastic. It's in the middle of the woods. It's a ran down fucking shithole, and we're going to turn it into... We're going to turn it into something livable. Last time I didn't do anything really with it, just went through it. This time, like I say, I might actually turn it into a completely different shape. It won't look like a fucking You know, it won't look like a section of Toblerone for long. Does anyone else here like Toblerone? I do. It's a bit of a side note there. But yeah, we'll see what we can get done with this thing. I'm honestly thinking it could turn out to be quite a nice house. I mean, it'll be one of my standard fucking houses. There won't be anything, you know, it won't be anything glorious. But, you know, we'll get what we can done with it. I mean, look, it's all one fucking roof. Look, I'll stand on top of the fucking house straight away. Look at that for a fucking sharp edge. I mean, shit, fam. Something has to be done about this. Pam says mint chocolate, me. Oh, yes, mint chocolate is amazing. Right. Let's take the door off. Everything coming out. Bedroom, no one's fucking in there no more. Just don't do a leg split. Oh, Jesus, no. If you do that, you'll be singing soprano for a little while, and also you may have trouble reproducing. So, yeah, that's not a good idea. Right, a lot of this crap needs to go. I mean, all of this crap is going to go, but... I've got to admit, for a bathroom, this isn't too bad, but it's very, very tight in here, isn't it? It's a bit of a tight one. That's what she said. And there's nothing wrong with a tight one, am I right, lads? Right. Right. So, here we go. Right. Let's get through this place and just do some tidying up. Some fucking controller. That's whenever I plug my fucking headset in that does this. Oh, Boston, did you get them? Have a look at them pictures, by the way, and get the sound settings looked at on your PlayStation. I hope they're okay, bro, and I hope everything's all good there. Because remember, we got GTA Wednesday. If you're still up for it, bro. I mean, look at this place. I understand it's a hostel, but you know. Actual real hostels that you live in are fucking dreadful. Boss says, yeah, I think my headset muted because I had all those settings turned on already. Right, okay. Yeah, always use a headset on PlayStation. The microphone on the actual controller, then they work, but they're not very good. You know, you have to literally have them up to your mouth to be able to hear anyone or be able for anyone to hear you. So, oh my fucking God, look at this place. I thought I heard a wheel going. The newest hamster to the house is woken up. I thought I heard him. Yeah. Yes, Pam, PS5. Yeah, the microphones in the actual controllers are shit. They really are. They're not very good at all. You have to have... I mean, I can demonstrate if you want. Right. Okay, I'm going to pull my headset out, and you should hear me on the mic through the actual controller. Hope you can hear this. This is me talking on the actual controller mic, and if I move it away, can you even hear me now? You know, that's what the microphones are there are like. Back in. That's what the microphones are there are like. Back in. Okay, so yeah. But there you go. That's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like. They're not the greatest, you know. I mean, I think they are a bit better than they was because of the controller updates that we have. But yeah, and Pam says the controllers are expensive. Yeah, the controllers are very expensive. But that's just how it all works now. But I'm speaking on headset now. I just need to check. Now I've unplugged headset back in. Can you still hear me? I think my audio seems to be coming through there, so... Nice one. Thank you, Pam. Okay. Let's keep going through this fucking place. There's so much crap in this place. There really is. And you think, if I take this off, how much I'm going to lose here, you know. I am taking the roof off this place. We're going to make this a little bit better. We're going to keep the spacing that we have. All these are going to be knocked down as they always are. But we're going to keep the space, but we're going to make it better, and I'm going to remove that roof. I'm not going to... I don't know if I'll remove it on stream. I might do it tomorrow. Your voice is slightly lower, says Pam. Right. Okay, well, that's different. Okay. Okay, get in their bag. Thank you. Right. So, yes. Right. Now, pray tell why there needs to be a window there. The only time there should ever be a window inside a building looking into another room is if there's a fucking peep show going on and there's some chick, you know, rubbing herself up and down a fucking slippery pole. Sorry, but that's just the way it is. Right. Boston's laughing, and I think Boston could be agreeing with me there. Okay. Boston's Pam says, "What are you like?" I dread to answer that, to be perfectly honest with you, mate. Boston, when is your next stream, brother? Are you streaming tonight after me, or are you this week or something? What's going down? Probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Excellent stuff. You heard it here first. Get over to Boston's channel and watch us say incredibly crude things in the chat. Why do we say crude things in the chat? Because we fucking do, right? Okay, all that's done. I have to venture upstairs, don't I? All of this will go. A lot of this will just go. Boston says, I've been finishing most of that place off stream, and I really don't have a scheduled stream days. I'm just random. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. You know, it's best to do it like that. Stream when you feel like. I mean, yeah, okay, I know I do. You know, the Sundays again. I mean, I'm happy to be streaming on a Sunday again. It's really nice. You know, it's just the holidays with kids off and stuff, and you know, got to spend time with the wife and stuff because you know, unlike a lot of men, I actually do enjoy spending time with my wife. We have, but I like watching your live. You know, I do enjoy spending time with the missus. That's why. Oh, fuck me. That's why holidays are a little bit different, you know. Okay, get the hook off the wall. There we go. All of this shit that's laying here, I'm just gonna leave here for tonight. This place will probably, hopefully, look a little bit different tomorrow. While I'm waiting for that dude to come round tomorrow, I'm gonna probably pop on here and do some stuff, get it all like prepped and ready and shit, and see what I can get away with. You know, see how much of a pain in the ass it's going to be. Because I'm sorry, this is not a fucking deck. You can't even fucking stand on it properly, you know. That's not even what I would consider a freaking balcony. A balcony you can stand out on, look down and see women walking below you and check out down the tops. Here, that one, you wouldn't be able to. You'd be able to fucking squeeze outside. You know. Right, okay. We've got another section to go up here, which leads us to this. I've got to be honest with you. I love going out early in the mornings even more now. I don't know why, but now the weather's sort of like getting a bit more. Well, it's still warm, but it's muggy. And you can see all these joggers. I saw one yesterday morning. This woman jogging. Fucking hell's all I can say to it. I just you know was there and I was like, damn girl, you know. Honestly, she was a very looked like a very healthy young lady. She looked like she had plenty of fucking stamina for those long fucking hard nights. Yeah, it was wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed myself going shopping yesterday. Pam says, I knew you were going to say something like that. You know me too well, Pam. That's what it is. I'm a dirty bastard and proud of it. Even my sister, she posts stuff up and on Facebook and that, and I comment on it, and she's like, she always comments, "You dirty git," and I'm like, yes, well, you know, this is me at the end of the day. I'm very proud to be. Honestly, I genuinely am very proud to be like I am. I love it. What do I always say at the end? Be you. This is me. You know. God, there's some crap in this place, though, isn't there? Also, I've decided that I'm not going to get the Dine Out DLC for Flipper 1. I just don't see it as you know, as a, like I said, I'm on 2 now, right? And I mean, if I have to go back to 1 at some point for whatever reason, I will, but the crashes that I've experienced with that. Does your wife go on Facebook? Yes, she does. My wife has Facebook, yes. You know, the amount of crashes from Flipper 1. I'd rather not go through that again because it's fucking irritating. Oh, we nearly missed a tail rail there. Get that down. Right, and I'd say this place is officially gutted. Let's take a look on the outside. Get rid of all of the debris out here. Don't blame you, brother. Don't blame you one bit. Hell yeah. I'm okay, and we'll get rid of this. Pam says, I'm thinking it's on House Flipper 2 because they said they use grid. I don't, well, put it this way. When I saw the advert on Facebook earlier for the Dine Out DLC, it didn't say sort of like PlayStation 5, Xbox X and S. It said Xbox One, PS4, and stuff like that. So I naturally just assumed it was Flipper 1. I mean, if it does come out for Flipper 2, then I'll give it a go. But, yeah, I don't particularly want to get involved with that again. I still have it installed as well. I don't even know why. Really, I could be saving space by deleting it, but I think it's the memories. I mean, do you remember before House Flipper come out, the hotel I was doing, which I never got finished? Do you remember I called it the Ass Clap Hotel? I never got that finished. So, I mean, there is that to it, to do stuff like that, but nah, I don't think I'm going to go back to it. Flipper 1 doesn't use grid. I know, that's what I can't work out. But I guess we will see what happens with it. Really, I think they should be releasing some fucking DLC for Flipper 2, but, you know, they really should be getting some of that, you know, on our way now. It's, you know, starting to take a little bit longer now. I mean, I know that it takes a long time for the DLCs to reach us on, like, the next-gen consoles, but I do also think it's taken the piss a bit as well when, you know, they're bringing out all this shit for PC and they get it first. We have to wait a fucking year for it. And everything like that. I don't think PC should get it first. I think we should. And I think we should have more power than PC. You know. Although that being said, the graphics on PC are absolutely insane. I do like to watch that kind of thing, but I'd never be a PC gamer myself. I can't sit there in front of a computer screen for hours on end playing a game. I can't. I have to be... I like my creature comforts. I have to be sat on my fat ass watching, you know, sitting on the sofa. Pam says, sorry, I've got PC. That's all good, Pam. That's fine. If you enjoy PC, that's all good. No judgment here. Right. You know, but I prefer to be... I like my creature comforts. To sit on the couch and play a video game. That's how I've always been, though. Since my very first console of, you know, which was a Sega Master System 2, I've just done that. I don't even like playing handheld games. I mean, I've had to go on my kids' Switch Lights, and I can't sit there and do that. But the regular Switch, which you can dock, I love it. Love it. Okay, boss says, I can't believe people are already thinking about scaling the PlayStation 5 Pro. Pam says, I was thinking of going to it because of my blurry vision. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. If it's going to help you in any way, it really is a good idea. You know, I'm always up for something making your life better. Always for that. Okay, but there we go. That is our mansion, or fucking Toblerone bar, whatever you want to call the bloody thing. And tomorrow, I'm hoping it's going to look a lot different to that, because it looks weird, and I don't like how it looks at the moment. So we're going to get that sorted. In any case, I am actually going to shoot off now. We've done how long? We've done just over an hour tonight on Flipper, so I think that's pretty good. So, yes, thank you guys for watching. This has been House Flipper 2. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Thanks for watching. Before I go, of course, as always, leg splitter. Do you know what? That's a good name for a stripper, ain't it? Leg splitter. Right. Right. Yeah. I'm going to be heading off now. Back tomorrow. And before I do go, Pam and Boston says thanks. Pam says thanks for streaming and cheering me up. Always, Pam. Always. Thank you for coming in. It's fantastic to see you. And much love to you. And Boston says, thanks for streaming, brother. Thank you for coming in, my brother from another mother. Always a pleasure to see you. And, yeah, much love to you as well. And, guys, what are you doing with your life? Go and subscribe to Pam's Game TV 2000 if you want an insane amount of detail in your content. Hello, hamster. If you want an insane amount of detail in your content, then what you need is Pam's Game TV. She is an artist. She is incredible. And she deserves your love and support. She works very hard on these builds of hers for Flipper 2. So please go subscribe to Pam's Game TV 2000. Also, go and check out my brother from another mother who live streams now. That's right. Go and sub to a Boston Tea Party for the bouginess of the bouginess. He is, you know, if his houses were real, they'd be fucking expensive. And they'd also be worth living in, because the detail that he goes into with everything that he does is absolutely incredible. He's a wonderful guy. He's one of my very best friends, just like Pam is as well. And he deserves some love and support as well. So please go and subscribe to my brother, Boston Tea Party. So thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Pam says thank you. You're more than welcome, Pam. And Boston says thank you, brother. Thank you. So, you know, thank you for putting out the content, bro. Great to watch. And you're more than welcome as well, bro. Right. I'm out of here now, guys. Thank you for watching. Back tomorrow night with HF2. So please join us and we'll see what the fuck I do to this place. Will I fuck it up? Probably. We'll see tomorrow. In any event, thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe here if you're new. Turn on them post notifications to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video or stream. Also follow me on Instagram at FlawlessRage2 and over there on Twitch at BuzzRush13. That is BuzzRush13 on Twitch. I hope to see you over there sometime. In the meantime, thank you once again for watching. Pam says good night. Good night, Pam. And Boston says good night, everyone. Good night, my brother. Take care. And yes, always remember, guys, to be nice to people. You know, be kind, be nice, stay safe. And always remember to be you, be the real you, be the true you, because there's no point in being anything else, is there? Take care, guys. Catch you tomorrow night to see what the hell we do with this place. All right. Have a great day tomorrow. See you real soon. Cheers. Thank you so much. And good night, everybody.